Hey guys, it's Marissa. So in today's video is a very special Halloween video because I have not had the time to do anything like at all this month for any kind of like Halloween looks. But in today's video, I wanted to recreate a look that I did last year for Halloween, which was like the pink clown girl makeup look. But I wanted to recreate it as like a darker version with just like more black and purple added to it. And I really love how this turned out. So if you're looking for like inspiration on what to do for Halloween, or if you're looking up like just different types of tutorials for clown makeup, this is a very easy, like beginner friendly makeup look where I just like talk through it step by step. So if you're interested in seeing how I did this look, then just keep on watching. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm not really gonna do like a ton of like face paint or anything just because my face is already kind of breaking out and I'm pretty pale as it is. So I think if anything, I'm just gonna go ahead and just use normal concealer that I typically use just because it's on the pale end anyways. I'm just gonna go ahead and just touch up like some spots that I have before getting onto the eye makeup just because I don't want that to smudge anywhere. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Fair Neutral. I'm not gonna put on a primer or anything because I'm literally just gonna be taking this off immediately after the video. Otherwise, I would recommend a primer if you are gonna be like recreating this for Halloween or for like a party. But I'm just gonna put it under my eyes and like any kind of blemish areas. And then I'm just gonna blend everything in using the Real Techniques Beauty Complexion Sponge. And I am gonna do some slight like purple eyeshadow. I'm just gonna go ahead as like the primer for my eyes just so the eyeshadow can stick onto it better. I'm just gonna go ahead and use the CoverGirl concealer stick in the shade Neutralizer. And it's like pretty flat. I need to get a new one. I did buy a new one, but I really don't even know where it is, so I might have to just get a new one anyways. But I'm just taking that with my finger and just patting it on my eyelid. So now I'm gonna try to create like a cut crease. I really don't want to have to add more concealer to clean anything up. I just want it to be pretty simple. So I'm just going to be taking an e.l.f. Precision brush and I'm just going to go ahead and use the Jeffree Star palette just because I want this to be mostly purple colors because last year I did like a pink. So I'm just going to take the shade Blood Queen, which is like this dark purple like right here, and just tapping that. I'm just going to go along like where the crease of my eye is and just kind of follow that along, but then also towards the end, like the outer corner of my eye, I'm just gonna flick it upwards slightly like so, and then I'll just repeat the same steps on the other eye. And this really doesn't need to be like a super dramatic cut crease or anything, just because the main focus of like the makeup is obviously going to be the actual clown makeup. So, and then I'm also going to take the shade Vivid Mood and blend that in with that other shade that I just put on. Sometimes I just like take my finger too because I feel like that just helps with the blending. So that looks pretty good. I'm just gonna go ahead and take the shade Beauty Sleep now and add that to most of like the lid of my eye and just like bring that around like where I put that purple shade. And to help it a little bit more with like actually cutting the crease just with like eyeshadows, I'm just gonna wet this brush with the Morphe setting spray, and then I'm just gonna dip back into that Beauty Sleep shade again, and like along like the crease of my eye, I'll just re-add it there so it's a little bit more of finer. Next, I'm just going to be adding some like pretty thick eyeliner, and I'm just going to go ahead and take the e.l.f. Expert Liquid Eyeliner in the shade Jet Black and just create like just a super thick wing. And then I'm just going to clean up the edges of like the eyeliner and stuff, and then I'll be right back. Then I'm just going to be taking some Ardell, like the Falsy wispy lashes, and I'm just going to go ahead and glue these onto my eyes. And I just like using the Shop Miss A liquid lash glue. I just feel like it works really well. So I'm just gonna apply these off camera as well, and I'll be right back. Okay, so the lashes are on. You can still see the glue because it's still drying, but I'm just gonna go ahead and start with like the actual clown makeup now. So I'm first gonna just start off with some blush. I'm gonna add some like pretty pink looking blush. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use this Tarte. It's like this little trio thing. It came with like 2 other ones. They're usually sold around Christmas with this packaging. I'm going to use like this bottom one right here because it's a pretty pigmented pink. And I'm just going to literally add it to the apples of my cheeks like this using an Ulta blush brush. I don't want to bronze or anything just because I want to keep like the paleness because of like the clown makeup and stuff. But I'm actually going to darken my brows now that I think of it before I add on to anything else. I don't feel like grabbing multiple palettes, so I'm just going to add some like dark black to my brows because it'll match my hair color anyways. And I'm just going to use the e.l.f. concealer brush, which I never use really for my brows, but I want it to be pretty precise and like give it that drawn on look just because most clown makeup isn't obviously very natural looking anyways. So I'm just going to go ahead and just like lightly fill it in. Okay, so I'm gonna add a little bit more black to the overall makeup look than last time, just because I didn't want it to look too much. But I feel like with the hair now, like my hair color is a complete opposite color from last year, I think it will look a little bit better. So before adding the black, I'm just gonna go ahead and take that Blood Queen shade again, and I'm just gonna kind of outline where the black will be filled in. So I'm just gonna make like a triangle shape right now. And I'm just using an Ulta round brush and just kind of stippling it on. I'm not really like too worried about the blending or anything right now. I'm just trying to get that outline shape to be where it is, and then I'm just filling it in after. And then I'm also just gonna add 1 line, not 2, towards the top, like above my eyebrows. And then I think I'm just gonna add like a reddish color, which is the Bleeding Heart shade for the nose. And I'm also gonna just add it right here before like outlining it with anything. Okay, so first I'm gonna start with like the top part right here, using a little bit of this e.l.f. Expert Liquid Liner. And I'm just gonna draw like so. And I'm actually going to take a little bit of whatever's left over from that e.l.f. concealer brush with that black shade, and I'm just going to like buff it out a little bit and just straighten up like some of the edges, just so you don't see so many like different streaks. And I'm actually going to outline my mouth a little bit right now with some black before adding in the black here, because I kind of want it to connect, but I don't want to like start here and then have the mouth look wonky, because then it'll just ruin the whole look. So and then I'm just filling this in with some eyeliner, not all of it though. I'm gonna go in with that black eyeshadow shade, but this will help like fill it in a little bit faster. And using an e.l.f. concealer brush, I'm just gonna go ahead and just kind of outline it. I'm also going to add some black here, so it looks like it's going into the eye look. I'm also going to take some of the eyeliner from the e.l.f. Expert Liquid Eyeliner and add that into my waterline, because I feel like I just can't get all of it in there because of the sparkles, and I don't want to get sparkles in my eye. Like I'm going to outline like the corner of my eye if I'm able to. I'm always so bad at doing that. I don't know how people do it so easily, but that's good enough. Okay, so I don't know if that last video recorded or not of me like filling in my face makeup, but if it didn't, this is how it's looking. I'm gonna kind of rush this a little bit because my phone storage is almost completely full. It literally cut off and I just had to delete some things off my phone, which I've been literally, I keep putting that off, but so yeah, literally I have to cut this a little bit short, so I'm sorry you guys if I can't go super duper into detail. But next I'm going to just be filling in my lips with like a purplish lip color, and then with some black lipstick as well. And yeah, I'm just going to be kind of rushing through that. And I was actually looking for some purple lipstick, but I can't find any. So I'm just going to go ahead and use this Too Faced Melted Matte liquid lipstick. And this is in the shade Candy Cane because this is from like the winter collection. But oh well, I'm just going to be using this for like the center part of my lips. And I'm going to use a little bit here too. I'm just going to go ahead and fill the rest in with this Maybelline New York Superstay matte liquid lipstick in the shade Thrill Seeker. And I love this. This stays on for so long. So I'm just going to fill in like the blanks here and be right back. I'm going to take this little brush here. It's like an e.l.f. one. And I am going to try to add some purple over on top of that red shade, which is just that, it's just that Blood Queen shade again. Just to kind of give it that purplish undertone. And then I'm just going to add some more little like purplish shades along like the corner of all of like this black. And I'll be right back. And I'm just refilling some of this with the eyeliner and just kind of smoothing out some of the lines. I'm also going to outline the nose, not completely, just slightly. And then I'm just going to be adding some highlights using the Eyes on Me by Shop Miss AOA Studio, and this is just in the shade Oh La La. I just realized it says Oh La La, and I think it means Ooh La La, because it has just one O. I don't know if it's going to focus. It literally just has one O, so I don't know if it means Oh La La or Ooh La La. But I'm just going to add highlights with this, just to kind of make it look glossy in some spots. Okay, so I know I would be adding some highlights, but honestly, I kind of like the way this looks. It almost gives it that glow in the dark kind of look, but I don't know. It's different. Okay, so this looks pretty much about done. Just gonna add some, I don't even know what I'm adding. I'm just kind of like, I keep going with this white eyeliner because I feel like it really pops out with the black. So I'm just going to add a little bit of mascara, which I'm just gonna take the Marc Jacobs mascara and just kind of blend my lashes with the fake ones, and also just to try to get rid of that white eyeliner that got caught up on there. Okay, so here's the completed look. I'm gonna go ahead and do my hair in either like pigtails or ponytails, something like that, and I'll be right back. Okay, so here's the completed look. I actually really love it. I just have like a little crop top on that's like black, and I think it just matches so perfectly. So I had a lot of fun with this. This is definitely something completely different from last year's version. It's just a lot more darker, and I really like it. So if you guys enjoyed this video and you want to see more like Halloween videos from me, or if you have like a certain suggestion, just let me know down in the comments below, because literally I cannot think of anything to mind. But when I saw that this popped up like in my Snapchat memories last year, I wanted to recreate it again just because I just think it's a really cool look. But if you're new to my channel and you want to see some future videos from me, you can just subscribe down below, because I upload every Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, sometimes on Wednesdays as well. But yeah, just hit the notification bell if you want to be notified for every single time that I upload, and I'll just see you guys next time. Bye!